So you're going to split up families.
Chuck,
you're going to deport children.
Chuck, no. We're going to keep the families together. We have to keep the families together.
But you're going to keep them together out.
But they have to go.
What if they have no place to go?
We will work with them. They have to go. Chuck, we either have a country or we don't have a country.
So that was just part of the interview on NBC on Sunday. Donald Trump vowing to deport illegal immigrants and their U.S.-born children. Part of his plan to rescind President Obama's executive order that shielded millions from deportation. Judge Andrew Napolitano, Fox News senior judicial analyst with me. How are you, Judge?
Good morning, Bill.
To you. People looking for details. Now we've got details.
Okay.
The kids, what do you do? Go.
Any president can rescind an executive order of a predecessor or can choose to follow it. There are many executive orders that have been in existence since the Harry Truman era that his successors have chosen to follow. So if Mr. Trump were to become president, he could certainly rescind these executive orders of the president. In fact, they've been enjoined by a federal judge in Texas, and the appropriate appeals court has decided not to interfere with that injunction. So they're on hold for the balance of Barack Obama's presidency. But what he can't do is the impractical or the unconstitutional. What do I mean? Every person in the United States illegally that a President Trump would want to deport is entitled to a hearing and an appeal. That's between 11 and 13 million hearings and appeals. The most the United States has ever conducted in a year, it's a good number, is 250,000. So do the math. You're talking about a couple of generations before all these hearings and appeals could be heard.
So much easier said than done.
Correct. Secondly, who pays for all this? The taxpayer pays for the prosecution and for the defense costs on all these hearings and appeals.
Wow. The problem you have with President Obama's executive orders on immigration is that he, in your words, he has chosen to enforce some laws and not enforce others.
And has basically created law. And those are not just my words, those are the words of the federal judge that enjoined him. But with respect to Donald Trump, as he just told one of our colleagues on NBC, he wants to deport children born here because their mothers were illegal. That's prohibited by the Constitution.
Prohibited.
Prohibited. The Constitution says very clearly, whoever is born here, no matter the intent of the parent, is a citizen, a natural-born citizen. He could not change that. Even if he were to change the Constitution, it wouldn't affect people that had already been born here. It would only affect people not yet born.
As you well know, there's a lot of reaction to this immigration plan that came out over the weekend. Chris Christie on Fox and Friends today regarding the wall. Watch here.
We have a huge problem at our border. We need to address it, but it can't be addressed just with a wall. That's not going to fix the problem. I've never seen a wall that really determines human beings can get over, under, or around.
And what Trump would say was, it's easy, fly a drone, watch him on radar, you can do that. Is there a legal question in there?
I think he said nobody builds walls like Trump builds walls. That's right, Trump wall. Which is not surprising. No, there's no legal issue with the wall. The government could build a wall. To me, a wall is reprehensible. It reminds you of East Germany. But if he were the president and the Congress were to appropriate the funds, there would be no constitutional or legal impediment to the type of wall that Mr. Trump's talking about.
I want to take you to another topic, okay? Hillary Clinton was in Iowa over the weekend, and she made a comment about the classified information, the emails back and forth, and this is how she characterized that.
You may have seen that I recently launched a Snapchat account. I love it. I love it. Those messages disappear all by themselves.
As you know, it's a social media tool, and they do disappear, so they say. I guess they go somewhere eventually. But the seriousness of this comment, when you consider what is being leveled against her by some.
What won't disappear is what she just said, which is effectively mocking the system that is investigating her. She must know that as we speak, she is being investigated by the most sophisticated team of FBI agents and federal prosecutors that the Justice Department has. They are absolutely apolitical. They couldn't care less what her politics are. They are totally devoted to the rule of law. It's the same team, for better or for worse, that indicted and convicted General Petraeus of similar allegations, but a far less grave nature.
Well, the point is that they're not finding humor in something like this.
Absolutely not. She is taunting the alligator before she crosses the stream. This is just not something that she, of all people, should be joking about.
Well, why do you do it then?
Because I think she thinks that behavior will deflect the idea off of her in the minds of her supporters.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Andrew Napolitano here in studio. Thanks.